How do I kill the chat? Like, Christ, okay, there it is. Hi, chat. Okay, sweet. Now that the stream is up and running, I shall finish working on the MacBook that I was working on before I decided. Saw the time, I was like, oh crap, it's in like 15 minutes. I will be reading the chat, so if anybody's out there or if anybody joins up, I will interact with the chat as the stream goes on. It is going to be audio only, though, because I don't want to get, well, audio only as in you're just going to hear my voice. I'm not going to reroute the audio from the direct into the stream because I do not want to get copyright stricken into next week. Because last time I did for a live stream, YouTube pretty much had me on notice for a good long while, and I was very restricted in what I could do. But I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to record this live so people can hear my reactions, because by God, if they announce Mother 3 for a Mother 3 localization or anything to do with Earthbound, I'm just going to lose it. In fact, I should text my girlfriend that if I scream, I'm sorry. Okay. I normally, some pre-commentary, because this is probably going to go on the channel as a VOD. Pre-commentary, even if no one's actually watching right now. The only reason I'm at all, like, interested right now is because Shigesato Itoi, aka the guy who, guy behind Earthbound / Mother, tweeted something just this morning, like, all tongue-in-cheek, like, and, Reggie also tweeted something last year to the effect of, like, people have been begging me for Mother 3, I should probably just go play it. And that just, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a big old nothing burger, but I'm expecting some shenanigans. I don't know. I would like to see Breath of the Wild too. Whatever the next Breath of the Wild is going to be, I would like to see an update on that maybe. And Metroid Prime 4, since Prime 4 has been kind of who the hell knows where Prime 4 has been? But yeah, I've got a reassembled MacBook now, and I'm gonna need to take it apart later to do more work on it. So it goes. Might as well rebuild the remaining one. Continue using it as a monitor stand. And screw this thing back together and call it a day. I feel like going through all the trouble of rebuilding this thing. And it's just parts at this point. I wish I had a working webcam so I could show my desk right about now, so I could just give you guys something to chew on, but my webcam died. Isn't that wonderful? 5 minutes to go. Oh, baby. Did I put... I may have to adjust the gating too because I don't want this to come through on the audio side of things. And then Nintendo's like, up, we see what you're doing. You can't do that. Really do not care about this machine. Alright. Cover. Less than 2 minutes to go. Oh, baby. I misplaced some screws along the friggin' way here, and I personally do not care. Parts machine's gonna part. Oh boy, less than 1 minute to go. Oh boy, here we go. Alright. Whoa, that's loud. Alright. My body is ready. Fire Emblem? Yeah, Fire Emblem. Not my... Not my thing, but pretty cool. Another Warriors game that is, yeah. Hey, at this rate, I'll get everything finished by the time the real stuff starts. I keep hearing they do good jobs, like adapting various franchises to the Warriors formula. So maybe one of these days I should like give Hyrule Warriors a go at some point. Oh boy, here we go. I was like, okay, MacBook is done. Actually, 2 MacBooks are done. Sweet. That's a mouthful of a title. Oh, hey, they're bringing No Man's Sky to Switch? Nice. I'd play that game too at some point. It's pretty cool. Strikers question mark? Interesting. Curious it hasn't had a game since the GameCube. Interesting. Also, given Dread was pulled from the dead, anything is possible. Alright, we kind of knew Splatoon 3 was gonna get something. What? Never was a Splatoon person, but it's just interesting. is alright this summer. I was about to be like, wait, when is Splatoon 3? Is Splatoon 3 already out? Hold on. What? Uh, I was about to say that sounded very familiar. I never played the original front mission, but this is actually pretty cool to see. Where's triangle strategy, huh? Fortunately, the stream is gonna be kind of the VOD's gonna be a little weird because it's gonna be like a lot of silence in between. I'm just like, I don't have a thought about this. I don't really have anything to say. Oh boy. Oh boy. I keep hearing this game is actually really good. Pretty neat it's coming to Switch. Ooh. Very interesting. Never played the original trilogy. I started, but never finished it. Holy shit! They released a game that uses the touchscreen! They chibi Gundams. Interesting. Whoa, what? Chrono Cross! Are you serious? Yo! Come on, give us Chrono Trigger. Give us Chrono Trigger. Oh, and The text looks horrible. I mean, it's Chrono Cross on the Switch, though. Radical? What? What? No! No way! Oh, man. I may have to stomach the bad text for that one. Oh, man. Okay. Ooh. That's already a good one right there. Open world Kirby. This is a game that at first I probably wouldn't have cared about, but it actually looks pretty intriguing. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. What? They know this is ridiculous and they're just leaning right into it. I could see this game being awesome if it isn't too like it looks a little linear. And if it isn't too linear, I could see it actually being pretty cool. I'm still like my heart still be pumping over the Chrono Cross announcement though. I hope I hope people buy that in droves because I don't know that. Sorry to be talking over this game because this game looks pretty damn cool, but like, could this be Square like gauging interest for a seat for like like a sequel to Chrono Cross? Because I would be pumped for that. The price ain't crazy. I'm buying it. Headlines, aka let's get the cruft out of the way. Yep. Could not care less about. Yay. Sports, sports, sports. I am guys. I'm scrolling my timeline at the moment because I literally do not have anything else to do while this is going, and no one is talking about the Chrono Cross announcement. That makes me sad. Extreme sad. Elections, huh? uh, cloud version of Kingdom Hearts. What were they thinking? You don't own you don't own the game. You just own the right to play it on someone else's computer. Integrum. God, leave it to Square Enix to find weird names for things. Klonoa? Interesting. A series I've never played, but I know of its existence. Portal 2 is coming. Or Portal. Interesting that Valve would release this when the Steam Deck exists. Is it running in 60 FPS? Because that's pretty amazing, actually. Maybe this just is credence to how optimized the Source engine is. That's pretty cool, though. Portal's pretty neat. I have not played it a lot, but I've played it. Oh boy, what is it? Oh, Live a Live. Okay. Thing I only know. I think I only know of thanks. I was constantly mentioning it. This actually looks like an HD game that I wouldn't hate. I don't like HD 2D games. I never have because it feels like somebody turned the bloom up a little too much on the lighting, and like, well, I can't name the effect, but I want to say tilt shift is a little too strong. I don't like the effect, the the vignette kind of effect for HD games. So it actually looks all right. Or Live Alive, I guess, is the name. Still, looks pretty good for an HD 2D game. I will say that. Oh hey, they're bringing Wii Sports back. Yo, that's actually pretty fun. It's actually pretty cool. I'm here for. I need to. I, I need to play Wii Sports, but I know of its existence. I know it has been memed to death. Very happy to see it. Crazy that it took him this long, though. You know, I'm thinking of also another game I'd love to see eventually. I'd hope They're probably gonna wait till next year though, because 10-year anniversary. But Wind Waker HD coming to the Switch. They brought Twilight Princess over. I feel like they need to bring Wind Waker at some point. Oh, this is Oh, that soundtrack. Hmm. My body is ready. I feel like if they're gonna do something crazy like Mother 3 or more Breath of the Wild information, they're gonna close on it. It's someone who really should be working out a bit more. Like this is, but also hates leaving the house. This is actually kind of something I normally wouldn't be all that hype about, but also something I should probably consider picking up too. Huh. Oh yeah, they introduced that earlier for the for strikers. I've completely missed it. I was like, what accessory? Oh, interesting. Nintendo is learning. Figuring out more cruft before we get to the big meat, I guess. I say cruft because it's lesser. Wait, I think I kind of remember this. I think I have a game in this quote unquote series from the Wii. It came in my Wii U when I got it because I initially had a Japanese Wii U that was broken. Interesting. So this is what it is. I feel like they've got to finish on something big this year. So they're trying to say this direct is focused on first half, but anything is open. So updates for existing games now. Ah, there it is. I am beyond amused they just leaned into that name. This is the HD 2D I hate. Like the vignetting is so bad. I don't like. Some like it. I personally don't. And like you can see, like the bloom and blur looks a little too. It's a little too heavy. I don't like it. Dude, Cuphead is such a cool looking game. I don't think I could personally play it, but it's such an amazingly well done game. Ooh, what's Dread getting? Ooh, I know some people who are gonna be a fan of this. Interesting. Demo will also. That's actually pretty cool. Not bad. I didn't expect that game to get another update. Oh boy. Oh boy. They're finally bringing Earthbound to Switch Online. Finally. They only. They. I can't even be happy. I don't know. All I can say is finally. It took them too long to do this. So no Mother 3. Okay. But hey, you can actually play Earthbound now. Oh, they're bringing Earthbound Beginnings to it as well. Finally, they have been needing to do this forever. Finally, Earthbound Beginnings has been stuck on the Wii U forever. I'm glad they're finally liberating it. All right. Oh, I probably missed something because they're quick firing games now. I'm I've already beaten Earthbound Beginnings and Earthbound, so I mean, for me, this is like it's just cool that they're finally bringing it. Ooh. So they're just gonna update Mario Kart 8. Okay. Interesting. Isn't isn't Mario Kart 8 originally a Wii U game? Oh wow, they're reaching back. They are reaching back. Oh baby. So somebody I follow on Twitter and they follow me. Uh, I think there's a reason that she mentioned there is something that makes me think there's a reason that Mother 3 is never gonna get released at this rate, and that's because they would have. There's a lot of weird stuff in Mother 3 that just. I feel like Nintendo wouldn't be comfortable with releasing these days. And outside of the Japanese audience. What is it? More Fire Emblem? Wait, no. Xenoblade? Xenoblade. I'm not familiar with this series, so like I Xenoblade. I'm probably completely wrong. Yep. My oh me oh my. This is a series I really need to play, and I have yet to do it. I know a lot of people are going to be cheering over this. I need to play. I really need to play these games to get like a deeper understanding of them. So, thus ends the direct. Some quick afterthoughts. I get the feeling that literally, like, I knew it was kind of foolish to expect Mother 3, but again, somebody, a mutual follow on Twitter, she mentioned there's a bunch of weird stuff in Mother 3 that would probably not pass muster today, and especially outside of a Japanese audience, probably. So I'm guessing that, like, if they were to want to do anything with Mother 3, they would probably be leaning into a remake to where they would be rejiggering the narrative of the game, because Mother 3 kind of tackles what she called gender weird things, and that's kind of the term I'm going to go with here. And it's one of those things that's intrinsically tied to one of the characters in the game that later on. So I don't think they can change that too much. So it's a complicated game, and I think the fan translation is probably the best we're ever going to get at this point. Because I don't think Nintendo is ever going to want to release it as it is without some major narrative modifications, which is going to be an undertaking in and of itself. And obviously, Shigesato Itoi has to be okay with that, and I don't know if he's going to be. So it's one of those things that's probably never going to happen, at least in our lifetimes. But yeah, most of the games I don't have a horse in, so to speak. Like, I just am not familiar with this. Like, I'm pretty sure a Xenoblade fan is going to see that and just lose it, like just lose their shit. And I get that. I was ready to lose it for Mother 3 if it happened. And I kind of did lose it at Chrono Cross because Square paying any kind of attention to Chrono anything is just a news thing in and of itself. And to see them bring that over, and Radical Dreamers. Like, Radical Dreamers was a Satellaview game, and to see them acknowledge that game's existence is just crazy to me. And I'm glad they're bringing it. Like, even if it's like a text-based adventure, it's really just amazing that they're bringing that out for more people to play, so you don't have to like grab an emulator to play it or something. And that's going to bring it out to a lot more people too, because I would imagine there is a decent amount of people who know what Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross are, but Radical Dreamers probably is completely off their radar. So that's what I'm really excited about, is the fact that they threw Chrono Cross a bone, and they're going to apparently redo the soundtrack. Now, I'm a little down on the text that they used because I don't that's something I don't like about like the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters and some of the games ported to newer consoles, like, you know, classic Final Fantasy games, classic RPGs, is they don't nail the typeface correctly. Like, the typeface is really, because you're going to be doing a lot of reading in these RPG games. So, God, I just completely did a redundant thing on that, but and you're going to be doing a lot of reading in RPGs. So the text really does make the game. It is the voice of the game. And I don't like to see that they don't get the text right. It looks generic. And they kind of showed that they got it a little bit with the text on the elements. Like, that looks unique. It fits. Another game that actually does text perfectly fine is the Chrono Trigger remake or re-release on Steam. They gave it a fresh coat of paint, and the text doesn't look. It's not the same as the original game, but it also doesn't look out of place either. It looks very in universe, in like period correct. So it looks like Square thought about it, but then gave up halfway through, and that's kind of a shame. because I would have loved to see like them actually do the text a bit better in Chrono Cross. I also would have loved to see them bring Chrono Trigger along with, because I don't. Now I'm gonna do a quick in-stream lookup here. I'm probably gonna get a bunch of news here. Yeah, Chrono Trigger is not on Switch Online. I would have liked to see them bring it to Switch Online as a part of like the Chrono Cross, like the Chrono Collection or something like that. Just Chrono Trigger should have came with. So that's another thing that's kind of a little down about it. But again, they're bringing Radical Dreamers. That's crazy in and of itself. And even though like I am not a fan of the text, and you know, I'm gonna probably wait for reviews. I'm probably going to buy it because I feel this is a trial balloon. Square is going to see if there's enough attention on Chrono Cross with this re-release or this port slash remaster that they could be evaluating giving the Chrono line some love in the coming years. I would like to see that, but at the same time, I also feel like they would probably kind of mess up the game too. I don't know. It's kind of conflicting because of where Final Fantasy is. Like, I think Final Fantasy 15 was an alright game, but at the same time, I haven't liked the direction Final Fantasy has been going for a while now. So I feel like asking Square to pay more attention to like the Chrono series is it's a double-edged sword, to put it lightly. So that was an announcement. I am glad. I'm gonna say 0 points to Nintendo though for Earthbound, because they should have. Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings should have been on Nintendo Switch Online from day one. They've been on the Wii U. They've been trapped on the Wii U. Those should have been over day one. Like, it's such an essential Nintendo game at this point. Like, it should have been there. I'm glad they did it. Better late than never, but it should have already been done. So yeah, that's really it for the announcements. That's it for my post commentary. I may need to amend this to figure out where the start point is and tell people, hey, listen, if you're gonna watch the VOD, do have the direct up in another window or something so you can follow along. They're meant to be played in tandem. Because, again, I don't feel like getting copyright stricken to death by Nintendo, so yeah. Anyway, for anybody out there who watched, or anybody who's watching after the fact, hopefully you enjoyed, and, well, I'll see you guys later.